In the Russian papers today, there is a lot about yesterday, a lot about the past. Komsomolskaya Pravda includes a reprint of an August 1943 edition reporting gains in the Great Patriotic War. The Russian government paper, in its weekly supplement Nedelia, reports that a 4-part miniseries is being filmed about Soviet dictator Joseph Stalin. No mention here of Stalin's crimes against his own people, the Great Terror, the Gulag, nothing about that. What the director, Vladimir Bortko, is quoted here as saying adds to the sense that in Russia today, Stalin has been rehabilitated. The main artistic, I would even say political aim of the series is to dispel the myth about Comrade Stalin, which developed over a long period of time after the 20th Congress of the Soviet Communist Party. We want to show Stalin not as someone good or bad, but as I believe he really was. This is very important, not just for me, but for people. Stalin was someone who had influence over the world. He built the state pretty much from scratch and ended his rule by creating the atom bomb. Space exploration began under Stalin, not Khrushchev, who took all the credit. Talking of Stalin, the TV listings in Komsomolskaya Pravda advertised Part 4 of the drama Smersh, Death to Spies, about the notorious counterintelligence unit Smersh, created by Stalin. The paper claims that Smersh is one of the most popular war dramas of modern times. On the front cover of Argumenty Fakty, Arguments and Facts, another blast from the Soviet past, the worker and collective farm woman monument, 90 years old next year. Here, though, an article about a rather less famous communist-era creation, Soviet jeans, which first appeared 50 years ago. They never really became a fashion icon because after 2 or 3 washes, the jeans turn into rags. Something else that existed during the Cold War and is still around today, and that is NATO. Clearly, Moscow is watching closely to see how much pressure the Trump administration will exert on the alliance. The Russian government paper Rossiyskaya Gazeta today, Trump says that he's ready to pull out of NATO or expel members he doesn't like. People are already asking, will the foundation stone of the alliance work? The Article 5 principle of collective security. But Moskovsky Komsomolets doesn't sound too keen on the idea of America leaving NATO and leaving collective security to Europeans. Without the US, NATO will probably become more aggressive. We shouldn't get excited about predictions of the possible death of NATO in its current form. Moscow may not like at all what may replace NATO in its current form. Finally, today's Russian jokes. First, Moskovsky Komsomolets and a telephone conversation. Hello, is that the prosecutor's office? Yes. My dad has bought a Bentley with stolen money. Is that Ira? Is that Dad? And to the joke section in Komsomolskaya Pravda. They really can do it when they put their mind to it. Russian cheese has won the top prize in the curling competition. Our people have been promised so many things, but that's still not enough for them. And this, what are you doing? I'm looking for happiness. In the fridge? At night? Well, it must be somewhere.